Hello there, everybody. My name is Zaltorial Chaos, and welcome to the table. I hope you all enjoy your stay. I am here to give. I need to not do that. I need to not do that. I need to not do that. Peter sleeps. And wash your hands. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's get into the thing, shall we? So, right here, I am on roll 20, as you can see. And I want to tell y'all about how this system works. I understand a lot of people don't know, or that it's their first time doing so. So I'm going to do a step-by-step on how character sheets work. And then from there, we'll start from here. So, as a DM, I have access to more tabs than players do. As you can see, there is this chat tab. Everyone has access to that. DMs get access to this chat tab, which is the photos tab, or the art library, as I should say. You can have your library, which is all these little things. There's premium assets, so if you, let's say, buy anything on the marketplace, this will be there. If you're a subscriber, those are those sets, and free assets are free, obviously. And then you get to the journal, which is for character sheets, handouts, and anything else. So if there's any handouts from within, say, any form of within the campaign, like for your players to read or so, you put it in this tab. Characters in their own little tab here. Like say for you could further divide them. Like say into PCs or into NPCs. So you would add a subfolder. Let's say you type in, say, NPC, and you can add a subfolder PC. So you can, I believe you can drag and drop. No? No. You can't actually drag and drop. That's disappointing. Learn something new every day, ladies and gentlemen. I learn something new every day. You actually can't drag and drop. This is actually sad. Oh well. Oh well. The level of oh well that I'm experiencing is actually really high. But whatever. So, yeah, these are characters, and let's say, for instance, I actually have to show more of these tabs. So, this is the compendium. In the compendium, it has, say, adventures you already own. Like in here. And some backgrounds, which is all the backgrounds you could have, let's say, from there's handbook, the guide, wild mount. If you own wild mount on the store, the backgrounds will be in here. category. Index is like how to do things, and the first option stuff. Content and reasons. I don't know why. Don't. Classes. Charm. I don't know what charm is. I don't know why that category exists, but it does. Classes is all the different classes in the game. Or at least currently. Artifacts or wizard. Content is at 8, so we're not worried about that. Feats. Feats, classes, subclasses, races, and feats are, as well as backgrounds, when you are a basic, well, not basic, let me explain that for just a little bit. When you don't own any of the books, or Wild Mount has everything you need, so you don't even have to. So you just spend $50 for Wild Mount, and it will have all the races for it. And you never, then you don't have to buy any of the other books. It has all the spells you would want. It has Dunamancy, Potentiality, Time, Gravity, etc. And it has other things like all of these feats here. Some of them are racial feats, others are not. And you get a feat just like you would get anything else. If you're level 4 or any other level where you would get feats. DMs have the jukebox. And of course, the players also use the jukebox, but I could add a playlist if I so wished. So players in the game can listen to music. And then there is this tab. This is the collections tab. You are able to have like macros for specific things that don't have dice rolls. Like say, so second wind, even though you can use second wind as just a regular D10. Like if you're a level 2 fighter, because that's when you get second wind, you can macro it here. So I'm going to do a little tutorial. So there's a little add button for here where I'm moving my mouse. You click that. Actually, that's. You don't actually. That was my mistake. So, go macro, click bar. Actually, click this add button. The Zaltorial is getting well, somewhere. So next to this word macros, there's the add button. You say type up second wind. Actions is say /R 2. Click that. Test the macro. And there you go. And that's purposes. So that is that. And of course, if you so wish, if you can just say 1d100 for the wild magic, so that would be a total action for say wild mages or something that uses the wild search table. Anyway, I'm going to be using this dead characters here. This is a dead character in my campaign. Dead. That's a story for another time, but regardless, they got critical deaths. Yeah. Anyway, if you were to say want a weapon, go categories, go items, and drag and drop a weapon from here. It'll actually be quite lackluster unless you own books or Wellbound. Wellbound has all of them. As far as I can wear, so I don't actually own it. I actually did payday. But let's say you want to, let's say you have a warlock character here, and you just say want to change up his attack button. Well, he's level 4, and as a hexblade, he has access to his curse, where he gets to add his proficiency bonus, which is 2, to the damage roll. So you just add 2 to the damage, like there, and change the crit range next here. And then you are essentially done after you do that. But considering this is a test and not so much a live game, it stays the same out there. And of course, say, agonizing blast. Well, you go into your spells, and you can go straight into here, with this little icon, go into the gear, and then go add ability mod, and this is cantrip Fiend. Doesn't Eldritch Blast, unlike other cantrips, doesn't add more dice to damage. It only allows you to fire off more beams. So, if you're level 1, you fire 1 bolt of Eldritch Blast, level 5, you fire 2, and then it progresses as you go on at 11% level. And that is total level, which means if Luciano in the game ever multi-classes into something else, he is then able to get more beams regardless of divided levels between the two classes, or 3 or 4 or what have you. And that's what you need to do. Unfortunately, for spell selection, you don't get any of the Sword Coast Adventure Guide spells, which is unfortunate, which means you have to go online and search all of those. And they do not have text. Or even though I own the Player's Handbook as a book with digital 20. They do not actually have... Oh, they do. It's right there. It just refuses to show up sometimes. There we go. I am incorrect. They still don't have the Sword Coast Adventures spells. So if you want to use, say, any of those spells, unfortunately for you, they do not have Green Flame. Or they have been wrong before. No. They do not have Green Flame Blade or Booming Blade. Or any of those other spells. So you can just drag and drop into your character sheet for any of your spell needing needs. And then edit them within there by clicking the I button. And if you own the books, you can even go into your classes and just drag and drop whatever class or copy paste from within these to add into your character. I believe this is... I have been wrong before. But that's the basics. I think I got everything down. And of course, I have to say, everyone always forgets the gear button. The gear or settings within the character sheet is important because it allows you to have normal initiative style or dex modifier. If you say have an arcane fighter, you use this button here. An arcane rogue, you use this. If you have different character capacity, double, you use this. If you want a multi-class, you use the multi-class options. A custom class. Any kind of spell slot modifiers. If you have expertise in any of these skills, or jack of all trades, or if you have a modifier from, say, a feat, like Keen's senses or something, or any kind of class modifier you add it to this. If you have ammo traction, exhaustion tracking, and features and traits, languages, inventory, encumbrance. You can have auto level calculations for yourself. Global modifiers, say an AC modifier, or fighters, or any other class that has paladins or rangers or what have you. They get their +1 or 2 to their AC. So over here, you can mark them as NPCs if you want to, which is useful if you want to just make a DC character and then have them be a henchman. You can do that. Whisper, toggles, never, or query, don't auto roll or auto roll. Depends if, say, you just have allow your DM to say that you hit or miss, and different roles for if you have advantage or disadvantage, you want either toggle or query or never roll whatsoever. So, and of course, this is the advantage button. This is the disadvantage button. That's your normal roll. And 2GM means that it's being whispered, public, everyone can see. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about this. Because this, I understand some people don't know. So, this is the die roller. I only ever understand this one. This rolls. These are the amount. This is 4, 100. 5 is the amount of total. And then you have the advanced die roller. You choose from D4 to D6 or D20 on here. And then you could say, oh, I want to roll number of D6s. You choose up to, say, 10 D6s with a modifier of X, and then roll, and there you go. And I believe this is it for now. I'm not doing a gaming stream today. I'm just doing a little bit of a Zaltorial. And of course, let's just go through this again. If some people don't understand the cycle of life. I understand that it's very, I understand not everyone knows about the cycle of life of Life Cleric. I'm just going to go over Life Cleric very quickly. Being a Life Cleric allows you to heal people more effectively. So, the cycle of life allows you to add 2 plus the spell's level to your healing that you do. And how do you do that, you ask? Well, you could either go into, say, here on your wounds and add a modifier of 3 to the healing of the spell. And healer's kits, if you have the healer feat, it's 1d6 plus. So it's 1d6 plus 4 plus your hit dice plus the number of hit dice your cats. So it's 1d6 plus 8, which for level 4 is actually pretty good, and it gets higher as more people have more hit dice. So, actually pretty good. Anyway, I'm really tired. I figured I would do this tutorial result tutorial as a collect, so more people can. So more people can play the game. And of course, this is out here on the internet, hopefully with better audio than I thought it has, because I had to add some gain near the end here. So anyway, if anyone has any questions, please talk to me on, say, Twitter, @ZoroChaos, without a space. That's important. Or come and ask me on Discord. I'm on TV's Discord. I have my own Discord. I don't use it all that much. And I hope everyone enjoyed their stay at the table. Take care, stay safe, and wash your hands, please. Bye-bye.